Actually, before I do that, I need to check something. Now, hold on a second. Let's go quiet in 3, 2, 1, and... Oh, it wasn't quite quick enough. Do I need to use this to get it? 5, 3, 2, 1. I have a story that I want to share with you, but I will need you to be quiet. It's a really cool story about the cowboys and how they use this. So are you ready for the story? Okay, so we got to go silent as night in 3, 2, 1. Way to go. That's great. Now, the thing that I love about being a cowgirl is what I learned about being a cowgirl. Now, you just got to see the first thing that I learned that was life-changing for me. Learning how to spin a rope, learning how to rope cows, learning how to work on a dairy farm. I grew up on my grandparents' dairy farm and got to do all kinds of wonderful things and learn great values. But the other thing that I learned was how to be brave. I'm going to share a book with you that I wrote here in a little bit on how I learned to be brave with my cow named Honeybee. But another thing that taught me how to be brave was the bullwhip, right here. Because the bullwhip, I'm just going to tell you right now, when I crack it, this little string right here, I know it doesn't look like much, but it's going 700 to 900 miles per hour to break the sound barrier. So this is what you call dangerous. You don't want to get hit by it, let me tell you. But the cowboys, they had a really cool way of using this. The reason this is called a bullwhip is because when the cowboys would be out on the range, there'd be a bunch of cowboys together and it would be time to move the herd from one end of the valley over to the other end. But there's something you got to know about these herds of cows. There's usually a bull in there with them, at least a couple sometimes. And those bulls, whenever you're going to move their ladies from one place to another, the bulls ain't going to have it. They're like, you gonna touch my ladies? Yeah, I'm gonna get you good. I'm gonna grind you down in the dirt. I dare you to come over here and even mess with my girls. So there would be one super brave cowboy with a bullwhip. And he would go and challenge that bull. He would go up with that on his horse with that bullwhip, and he'd do this. Hey, Mr. Bull! Neener, neener, neener. Now you can imagine what that bull was thinking at that point. He's like, oh no, you didn't. He's gonna get that old cowboy for even daring to mess with him. But guess what? While the bull was so focused on that brave cowboy, guess what the other cowboys were doing? They're over here like, let's get moving all the cows, all the while the bull's completely distracted and forgetting to protect his herd. By the time the bull realized that the cowboys had made off with his cows, he'd be like, I'm gonna get you out, cowboy. Wait for me! He would plumb forget about the cowboy who was making fun of him. And he would go after the cows and he'd completely lose his steam and stop trying to hurt somebody. So, do you think that cowboy was pretty brave? That's pretty dangerous, right? Facing off with a bull?
Oh yeah.
But that's what the cowboy did, what he had to do. He would find his brave to face his challenges.